So we wanted to ask you about some of the changes in the competition this year.
Little tweaks.
Little tweaks.
Little tweaks.
The tweaks. There's to structure, to the jury.
I need this too.
Oh, you need to.
I need this too. I need this too.
Talk show style.
Yes.
Yes.
Then little tweaks. The most important one, I think, is the concerto. You remember in 2013 we had the concerto round. The last round was the two concerti.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I took the classical one and put it in the semi-final round.
Yes.
Mozart only also.
Which I love because I want to hear as many Mozart concertos as possible.
No place to hide. That's
Yes. Very exposing.
very exposing and work with the orchestra. Mm-hmm. Then in order to do a good competition, you have to control all the little details. It's a gigantic funnel, and you have to make sure that every detail is there to give the most information to the jury members. Mm-hmm. And then to put the Mozart was two main goals. The first one was playing with the orchestra. Mm-hmm. Then at the end, they'll choose from 12 to 6, and they know that they have been playing with the orchestra. That gives you valid information. And Mozart, musically, is so telling.
Absolutely.
Then, and I took the chamber music and
piano
put it
quintet.
in the piano quintet in the final round. Mm-hmm. The piano quintet is, for me, it's a fine-tuning thing. You know, when we'll have six fantastic pianists at the end, and you have the piano quintet, you can, see the musicianship, the how they work with chamber musicians and all that. It's all part of the career,
Of course.
And how you work with others, the orchestra round, the recital round, and I think that's a good funnel system.
Well,
Absolutely.
and to have a truly full career as a concert pianist, you will be playing a lot of chamber music.
Yes.
So that is an essential component.
And we've been checking with our winners how many concerts, it's almost half of it are symphony concertos, recitals, and also a 10-15%, depending of the musician of chamber music. Then we have to cover all this.
And we were just speaking with Vadim Holodenko, and he was talking about all of the various projects he's trying to juggle, and absolutely, chamber music, concertos, recitals, composing, just dizzying.
Everything.
Can you also speak to the choice of the jurors? Because only one juror has been
returned.
yes, but they're all new.
I always
Did people get sick of you? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, not at all. Actually, no, that's fun. But I will re-invite people over. But the idea is we have to develop a new network all the time, because every time we have someone new coming to the Cliburn, I believe we have a new champion of the Cliburn.
Sure.
Then like Erik Tawashelna was here for the first time in Finland. I don't recall to have Scandinavian jurors in the Cliburn in the last competition. Then suddenly, we develop a new network there.
Yes.
You know, and having naturally Marc-André Hamelin, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
But then we develop contacts throughout the world with our people. Same thing with conductors. Now with Nicholas McGeegan coming, then that's another good asset to develop for it's not only for the Cliburn, it's for the young
artists.
Competitors. Because
Yes.
a conductor can make such a difference, but a
Absolutely.
juror can also say,
Make a phone
hey, to his agent, make a phone call.
Right.
Oh, fantastic.
Can you speak a little bit more about what the Cliburn does beyond this magnificent competition? What is the role of the Cliburn, and what do you hope for the Cliburn to achieve in the future?
For the Cliburn competition, actually, now, and I will come back to your big question, but the first one is, I think it's the most important part is career management. Winning the Cliburn is the first step. And when I talk to all the candidates, I say, you win the Cliburn, we begin to work with you. Don't think you're there. That's the mistake, you know?
Right.
And now we have a new boutique agency in London that will work with them to develop Europe and Asia market. We have a new PR firm who will work also on the public image of the young artist. We are working with them with the social media. Don't post bad things about other pianists, kind of, you know.
It's always wise.
It's how
Yeah.
they're
So you're aiming to
sometimes
develop a full-fledged
a
artist.
full-fledged artist. We work with their finance because taxes and all that coming from all over the place and checks from all over. They don't know what to do at
Musicians
the
need
beginning.
help with
Such
money.
mentorship.
Yeah, that's part of it. Then we're trying to really the second step is help them in the career and engagement and talking to the right people. We have a good network. And when you talk about juries, once again, if they playing French music in Paris, then not a bad idea to talk to Michel Beroff. Or not a bad
Absolutely.
idea to talk to Jean-Philippe Collard.
Oh, yes,
And we
Yes.
have this network.
through the
amazing.
various
Then
genres.
or you have to be wise in your choice of concerto or the new rep, and it's always as a young artist you want to impress and do everything, but sometimes you have to also take a pause and think of the right steps.
Well, young talent can always benefit from wise mentorship, and
Yeah.
that's amazing that you can provide these world-class artists to help shape their careers.
And you're doing exactly as you said. You're using these assets of the friends of the
Yeah.
Cliburn, various jury members, conductors, as resources then later
Yeah.
with these competitors.
And what we do, to answer your question now,
Yes.
what we do else, we have two more competitions. We have a junior one, which is so much fun. We
Oh,
have
we really
fantastic
enjoyed that.
hosts in
I know.
2015. I cannot recall their names. Fantastic hosts. Naturally.
It was our honor.
Yes, it was fun.
Absolutely. It was so
And you're
fun.
back.
Yes,
for the big
we're
one.
I know. What
I
are we
know.
doing here?
And the junior competition was very fun to scout the young, fantastic
Yeah.
talent.
Well, and to
after
watch
that-
them playing soccer and frisbee in,
And
the,
I
frisbee
know.
in the fields.
It was
And
so
break your heart.
heartwarming. We loved it. Yes.
And the amateur competition last year was 35 and older. They are doctors, lawyers, IT guys, and we brought them with the orchestra at the final round. 6 of them playing a movement concerto. That was the
Dream come true.
That was dream come. Can you believe that?
Oh.
They
Yeah.
entered the stage and they had the orchestra on the left and the basso on the other side. They were like this. That was so much fun. And that was
Whole
fun.
bucket list goals.
And when we do the current season, all current season, naturally we work with the winners. We book them all over the world and we work for them to support them. But we have also a series of concerts. You've been playing with us in the Cliburn session.
A Cliburn session and Cliburn at the Kimball, but you also have Cliburn at the Modern and Cliburn at the Bass.
Cliburn at the Bass. And we have Cliburn in the community.
Oh my goodness.
We have Cliburn in the classroom, which is 275 concerts next year.
275 concerts?
Yeah, in DFW.
In schools.
Virtually
That's
every
amazing.
day.
Yes, more than once.
Wow.
Because it's from September to May, kind
oh my
of.
goodness.
That's incredible.
That's part of the Cliburn brand that we're developing through Fort Worth DFW. Another thing naturally is we promote the Cliburn on the local, national, and international level. Then the marketing is very, very important. Then Cliburn concerts now on the webcast.
Yes.
Cliburn, the junior was on webcast. The amateur was on webcast, and actually we're
currently on webcast here on
webcast.
medici.tv.
Yes.
Exactly. And technically, that's we address all these markets all together, which is a challenge, but I think the Cliburn can be really worldwide in his reach.
Well, we love this vision because we live in a 21st century society. We might as well take advantage of the technology that we have at our disposal.
Yeah, speaking of the 21st century, what do you see as the role of competitions in the 21st century?
That's a simple question.
Quick, you have 1 minute.
We have a little time. I'd love to hear your thoughts because you've been instrumental in bringing competitions into the 21st century
I
throughout
love
your career.
Yes.
competitions. Musicians are not you have some who likes them, some who do not like them. I think they are a good way. It's not the only way to get to a career, but it's a good way to get to a career. We offer, the Cliburn especially offer so much visibility, and thank you to our partners for doing that. And I think it's also a lot of pressure, but real life is about pressure as well, And when we were talking about the tweaks that we did for this competition, remember 2013, we had the first round was 2 recitals.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
2 45-minute recitals.
2 45 minutes
Yeah.
recitals before you get to the next round.
Right.
And I cut that to only 1 recital. We have a cut after the prelims now. And people were saying, you don't give chance. I said, Carnegie Hall doesn't give a chance. The critics doesn't
That's
give
so
a
true.
chance. No,
I mean, a lot of times people make their judgments in like the first couple minutes, which just sounds
most of the
unfair,
time.
but you know,
Yeah,
you have to
then
make a strong first impression.
Life is difficult,
Yeah.
and then competition
Advice
are
from Jacques
also
Marquis.
difficult. And then I think what we do though for them is trying to get I call this the winning conditions, that they are hosted by host family or committed, dedicated to them to make their stay flawless.
Yes.
They have the best pianos that they can play with. We're trying to, everything around them is for them to play at their best at the right time, to shine. Thank you, Greg, to shine.
It's literally eat, sleep, piano when they're here. So
Yes,
you
they
know,
do.
They need to be focused
I
on
think
the
they
task
eat
at
the
hand.
all
piano all
forward.
the time, though.
Yeah, that's true.
When I
to
was,
get here.
When I was calling them, because I call all the 30, one after the other, and the first call was in Hong Kong, then she will play in a few days, and I call it 11:30 at night because I do my calls from during the day. Then I begin in Asia and finish in the States. And at 11:30 at night, and I said, I'm so sorry, but first, congratulations, welcome, and I'm sorry, it's late. And she said, oh, I was practicing. That's it. They practice all the time, you know?
Sometimes practicing is the best at night.
I know.
2 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Well, also they have to deal with that here because they're all from different parts of the world, and then they're playing early in the morning or late at night, and they have to just make it work.
Yeah, they make it
Yeah.
work. But
I mean,
that's
the
part
life
of it.
being a traveling
artist.
pianist.
You know.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was talking with Vadim Kolodenko,
Yes.
was here not so long ago, and Vadim said, in his nice Russian voice, Vadim said, I can play now, after doing the tour of the Cliburn for 3 years, I can play jet lag, not jet lag, tired, not tired, in a hall, in different pianos, in different condition. I come on the stage and I'm ready to play. This is priceless. When you think of one of the key thing, naturally we want to help him the most to get there, but after 3 years, he said, I can play anytime, anywhere, anyhow.
Mark of a true artist. What's the strangest thing that you've ever seen in a competition?
Oh, it was not in it was in the prelim rounds, and that's 4 years ago. We were in the hall listening to the screening auditions, okay?
Oh, okay.
And it's live, and we're all there, member of the jurors and me, and suddenly the lady is playing her audition, and there's a door on the stage opens.
Uh-oh.
And this cleaning lady with 2 bags began to walk toward the stage, and I'm pretty sure she will go down the stage, and no, she turns and she crosses in front of the piano, and in front of the piano, and the pianist cannot see her at the beginning because of the lid, and suddenly she appears. She's like,
Oh no.
Oh,
right
that's the
there,
worst thing.
and the pianist still continued to play.
Well, good focus.
You know, and she goes. She never stopped. She was thinking. I don't know what she was thinking, but it was like, and we were like this.
Oh my goodness. Did that pianist pass through to the next?
That's a bad question. I will not ask.
I feel like that's so unfair.
Oh my
That one
goodness! Wow.
It was the end of the recital.
But even
gosh.
that is a good test of an artist, because performing musicians, strange things happen on stage all the time.
always.
I mean,
Yeah.
once we
Always.
had a whole an audience on stage with us because it was an overflow situation, and a young woman actually vomited all over the piano.
Yeah, multiple times.
So and we had to continue. We actually stopped
Good.
after
We
the
were
first
playing
word.
Mozart, fittingly.
Yeah.
But that's
That's what
part,
happens.
That's part of what we offer as engagements. And when you
Yeah.
look at the Cliburn, we offer in the next 3 years something around 300 engagements.
It's incredible.
For the winners. The gold medal will get most of it, maybe, depending of the schedule. We're trying to reduce the schedule on the first year. At the
Sure.
same time, we have all the presenters calling us, and we want your goal now.
Yeah, now.
You know,
Right.
you know.
Of course.
Then we have to deal with this, but we're
That's a
trying
lot.
to give him time to practice.
Sure.
Because they have to play, but you have to learn new repertoire all the time.
Absolutely.
Then you have to manage your time and being tired and all that, and that's a learning process. Then we're working really well not well, but hard with them to get there.
Sure.
The process.
Well, we're going to wrap this interview up with a series of short questions for you.
Okay.
Jacques, you are in the hot seat for Cliburning questions. All right.
Oh, that's new.
So we're going to ask you to answer these questions fairly rapid fire because we want your first impression,
Very
your
good.
first
Yep.
instinctive answer. So, would you describe yourself as more of a piano hammer or a piano string?
A piano hammer.
All right.
What is your favorite cocktail?
Or drink of choice.
Gin tonic.
Gin and
classic.
tonic. What is your go-to karaoke song?
It's a French song.
What's it
Ooh.
called?
It's with Les Colocs. It's French Canadien, Québécois song that you have no idea what I'm talking
But you can
about.
still say the name.
I don't want you to sing in the opening line. Okay, your favorite TV show right now?
Right now, I think I'm in House of Cards.
House of Cards. Of
intense.
course, apart from the Medici broadcasts of the Cliburn.
Yeah. Yes, naturally.
Naturally. What's the most challenging piece you've ever tackled as a pianist?
I still work on the Wallstein once in a while to get there.
Okay, are you a morning person or night person?
I'm a night person.
Yeah. Coffee or tea?
Coffee,
Chocolate or vanilla?
chocolate.
Nice.
Yes. And actually, one word to describe Fort Worth.
Nice weather.
Just
That's
hyphenate
two
that.
words,
Hyphenate
but
it.
the weather is fantastic here. Can play tennis all year long.
It's beautiful today.
Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us this
Thank you,
this
guys.
morning.
So
We look
thank
forward
you.
to seeing you throughout the competition, and thank you for making this
Thank you.
incredible thing it's
beaucoup.
become.
Merci à vous.
Thank
Allez.
you. Thank you.